Today is Saturday, June the 3rd. This month is marching on. Wow. But at least I'm in Vermont. We did get rained on last night before we got into that new Seth Warner shelter. About an hour before or so. So everything got wet. And when we got to the shelter, there was already one guy there, and so we tried to hang our stuff out to dry. Not sure how many other people would show up. A little while later, one more guy showed up, and so it looked like it's just going to be 4 of us in the shelter, and we still had our stuff up drying. And then we went to bed about 7 o'clock, and about 8:30, 2 more guys showed up, woke us up. And then we had the mad crazy shuffle, and it was dark, and so just sort of got everything all messed up. And then this morning it was a little slow getting going, but even though it was slow, we still got on the trail right around 6 this morning. We've got about a 9-mile hike down to the trailhead that leads to Bennington, Vermont, and then I've been in contact with a shuttle driver to pick us up and bring us into Bennington, where we can get a shower at the public rec center. There's a laundromat so we can get our clothes washed. We'll be able to get our electronics charged, and I've got a resupply box at the post office to pick up, and then the others will probably go to the grocery store and get some resupply. When we get all those things done, then we're going to get back on the trail. We'll have to have the shuttle driver take us back to the trail again, and we'll have about less than 2 miles to get to the next shelter. So we'll only get like just a little above a 10-mile day in today, but we'll get all those other things done though, and we'll be resupplied for another 2 or 3 days. So that's good. So right now I've got about, I think, 6 miles or so to go to get to the trailhead. There's not a lot. I mean, you can see what I'm walking through. I've had some pretty steep ups and downs, and places where the trail's really, really muddy. And I've heard Vermont referred to as Vermud because it can be so muddy, but it's not horrible. I'm walking on a really nice trail right now. I'll take it. I'm not sure if there'll be any other pictures today or not, but I didn't get yesterday's video posted because I didn't have good signal. So hopefully when I get to town, I'll get yesterday's video posted too. So that's all for now. I wouldn't be surprised at all to look around and see a moose coming out of the woods somewhere through here. Beaver. Yeah, there's a beaver dam over there. I should say that the Vermont Long Trail has joined the Appalachian Trail for about 100 miles. So right now we're not only hiking the Appalachian Trail, but we're hiking the Vermont Long Trail. And that means that there are hikers that we're having to compete with shelters and camp space with, that they're not AT hikers, they're Vermont Long Trail. It just increased the number of people because I guess there are more people that want to hike a shorter long trail than the Appalachian Trail. That's probably why we had so many people come into the shelter last night. And it's going to be that way for probably at least the next 90 miles or so. Probably mostly till we get out of Vermont or close to it. So, sort of felt like we're in the middle of a bubble, which I don't want to be in the bubble. But we're going to be for a while, I guess. Okay, so we just spent the biggest part of the day in Bennington, and we had a good day there. Did all the little chore kind of things. Had 2 meals there, not just one, but 2 meals. They were fairly close together in time, but separated a little bit. But we got everything we needed to do done, and now we are hiking 1.6 miles to the shelter, and I can never remember the name of this, especially this shelter, but it'll be at the end of the video. But it's actually been a pretty good day, even though I didn't get ice cream. But no complaints. We even got a little bit of planning done, which always makes me feel better to have a little planning done. I'm probably making you dizzy with this camera, I'm sorry. But anyway, this is probably the last talking I'll do. If I think to pull my camera out and take a picture of the shelter, I will. But otherwise, this is it for today. I'll talk to you next time.